All right, people. This is me coming back. Got a new beginning study course here with David E. Robinson. You guys know who he is. Or if you don't, I'll tell you about him later. But this is the new, however many news you want on the channel. So, got a new microphone because it's more directed. I was having problems with my other microphone. It took me a while to pay $300 for a fucking microphone, but here I am just the same. I'm not getting any money for this at this time of recording. So this is all hobby for myself. I had to get my Wrangler shirt on, collared for whatever kind of. You got to have an avatar part. Right? You got to look the part, whatever that is. So I guess I'm going to just do the good old-fashioned white Wrangler shirt. And I have a new backdrop. The brave shall live forever in the halls of Valhalla. Now, that does not mean those without fear. That does not mean anything other than being brave. We're going to talk about doing manly things or being a man in today's world, which is growingly more and more difficult. Ooh, look, a light. So, as I am going to be morphing this channel, please put in the comments below, see if you like it, or you may have to leave and find something different. The stuff that I've already posted is still up, and I will be still doing the things that are similar to that. Now, I did get hit a few times. I got 2 strikes on this account. I might have to create another account on YouTube because I mentioned things that the fact or lack of fact checkers are checking for. So, this channel is always about the truth, because once people start believing in absurdities, that's when the powers that be can commit atrocities, and it's no big deal. I think that was Voltaire that said that. Anyway, Truth Channel. So I'll be diving into a lot of stuff that is going to be considered conspiracy. And the definition of conspiracy is more than one person, 2 or more people coming to an agreement and doing something together, such as creating a constitution of the United States or doctors collaborating on a patient. But conspiracy means that more than one person collaborating and agreeing upon one thing and a particular course of action. Now, the conspiracy theorists are going against the government, which is the United States, not the United States of America. Please make the distinction there. And I'll be going into that extensively on this channel. Also, the solutions to everyone's problem, as long as everyone can put in the work and stand in honor. If you don't know what that is, I'll be going over that as well. And I think that I already put up some things on this channel about that. So, check it out. Find out what I already posted. None of it is false. Some of it may be a little bit of a problem with the audio. I know that, Silent Ninja mentioned something, although Silent and Ninja and talking kind of doesn't work very well, I guess. Or at least he's not doing what he's saying he's supposed to do. But anyways, I appreciate Silent Ninja. I'm going to have to go back over the 16th Amendment, which gives the IRS all of its power to do what it does. It was not properly ratified, blah, 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 a few other things, but I'll get into that later on this channel. This is an intro, again, to the 3rd iteration, because habituating happiness is not a topic that most people are actually looking for on YouTube. At least I'm not getting any hits. And I do have quite a few videos, and they are set up properly. It's just, maybe it's a timing issue. Maybe it's, a timing issue, meaning that, like the what was it, the Oliver song about Richmond, north of Richmond. It would not, it works because of the timing, right? So the timing for that particular song is because Joe Biden is in office and a few other things are lined up and people are having a bit of an issue about life. And that song really hits home for a lot of people. So it's, going viral, or it has gone viral. Anyways, that's what I mean by timing. So we're going to move forward with some stuff that I've already had transcribed and some books and stuff that I've already copied down. Most of this is not copyrighted. If it is, I should mention it and also put it down in the description below for the comment section. So please go ahead and look at those books if you want to read through the rest of the book. I'm going to lightly skim over the topics of the book, and I will be reading from those books too, but I will give credit where credit is due because I am not writing all this stuff. I'm just trying to get the information out to you folks and then come up with a solution. Now, what is the solution? There are several solutions. This is the difference between public and private. Okay? If you are in the public, you are using dollars. In the Zionistic Western world, you're using some sort of monetary instrument that is usually called a Federal Reserve note or cash or some sort of digital card like a credit card or a debit card of something like that. It could be the British pound. This channel will be for worldwide people, as one of the solutions, or the main solution, is Russell-J Gould and his work and his life's work. So if you know that name, or if you know the pronunciation or the proper syntaxing of that, I would recommend that you go to lastflagstanding.com and do a search for that, and you'll find it. And take a look at his technology, because you cannot use it unless you get authorization from Russell. And I will explain all that stuff to you in those videos there. And I am asking you to look at other videos outside of my channel, because I would prefer you to have the truth from the people that actually created the stuff. Get it from the horse's mouth rather than a bunch of rumor mills from he said, she said bullshit. That's what the truth is supposed to be about. Get it from the horse's mouth, from the expert, right? The genius that invented the system, get it from that person. Now, Russell's technology does work worldwide. It is a language system, or it's a proper language system, where we're talking about sentence diagramming. We are talking about facts. So if you put if you put an adverb in front of a noun, it creates a verb, right? So the noun is no longer a noun, it's a verb. So the facts are all nouns, right? Or a N-O means no, and a U-N means no in contract. But we won't get into that here. Just a general light description of my ramblings for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. The main solution is going to be Russell's technology. I'm going to come up with some other stuff that we can do, because that's the private side, right? Russell's on the private side. The public side, when you're out there going to the grocery store and you're buying fruits and vegetables and meat and whatever it is you buy at the grocery store, then you're participating in the public side, right? When you go to the gas station, you pay somebody else for gas. You're participating in the public side. When you're paying tax, right? When you should be paying tax, if you have food stamps or something, you're definitely in the public side. Absolutely in the public side. Okay. Now, there's a lot of people that have a problem and they cannot get out of the welfare system, or they're stagnating in the welfare system, or they're stagnating in their job, right? So this channel will also mention a few things about becoming an entrepreneur, right? Because that's one of the better ways, or the only ways, out of the public system of working your 40 hours or 50 hours or 100 hours per week in 7 or 8 different jobs in order to basically survive in the public, considering the housing market the way that it is. And now a fixer-upper in the United States, at least, the median average price for a fixer-upper type home, we're looking at $350,000, right? And this is not in New York City. This is I'm in northern Alabama. A lot of these cities, over like 300,000, 400,000 people. We're talking about a good 350,000, and that's a fixer-upper, right? So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in 2024, as there is going to be some stuff happening. This is September. It's actually Labor Day, I believe. Yeah, Labor Day 2023, September, is it September? Yeah, September 4, 2023. So, yeah, check out my new layout based on the camera's wide angle. I would have preferred something a little bit more zoomed in because you can't really see my sexy face. Looks good, though, anyway. But changing of the channel, that's just I guess, a taste of what's going to be talked about, but it's mostly going to be about truth and what's happened to America and some of the world histories, such as the Vatican and what they have said and done. We'll go off of a lot of stuff. We'll also talk about alchemy. We'll talk about Thoth. We'll talk about CE5 and different methodologies to contact not aliens, but we're going to be contacting extraterrestrials in the 5th dimension. So it's a lot to comprehend, and this channel is only going to be for a very select few people that want to absorb all of the information. Or maybe I'll just put it in the different categories so you can just pick a particular category. So you're only partially crazy instead of full crazy like me. So it's about the matrix as an onion. You have to peel back the layers. You can't just say that I'm out of the matrix, or I'm woke, or I'm this, or I'm that. There's always going to be layers of penetration for the matrix itself, such as status correction, and then you have your standing, which are two separate things, right? Those are layers to the matrix. We're talking about the knowledge of the history. We're talking about alchemy. That's another layer to the matrix. We're talking about CE5. That's another layer to the matrix. It is similar to the alchemy and the teachings of Thoth, the Atlantean, or any of the other stuff that I will be talking about. Will I identify the actual layer itself? I'll leave that for you to decide, right? I'm not going to be there holding your hand, right? If you need some help, you'll have to contact me, but the stuff that I'm preaching or the stuff that I'm saying is going to give you enough information to run with. Do your own research, right? I will give you some points of some talking points, and I will be giving you a lot of legal stuff if you want to go and take a look, okay? Black's Law Dictionary, I do like the 4th edition and the 1st edition, because we need to go back to the originating definitions in order to find out the actual meanings of the words. We'll be going through etymology and the breakdown of the word, especially for the English language, because it's a theft, if you will, from the other languages to create a bastardized language called English, okay? So going through, if you're an English person or a person that likes English or wants to learn English, this is probably the channel for you, because we're going to be going through and we're going to have to talk about prepositional phrases are required in order to create a fact, and we'll talk about all the laws, at least in the United States, are written in adverb or verb-adverb format or pronoun-adverb-verb format, etc. There are no facts because there are no prepositional phrases. And you'll see that throughout the English language. So basically, all the law books and our speech, what we talk about, is written and talked in second grade language. So when you're speaking to someone like a doctor that has a PhD in whatever, or a psychiatrist or whomever that has a PhD, only has a second grade reading level. They cannot identify the articles of speech. They cannot identify what words or what category do words fall under. Are they adverbs? Are they pronouns? Are they nouns? And what is a noun? How do we break this stuff down to find the fundamental truths? Now, my first wife was Rieko. She's a Japanese girl. Very difficult language to learn, Japanese. But she would say that English was even more difficult because of the numbers of definitions for one particular word. When on average, English language has 10 definitions for the word to, T-O, right? They're actually 10 definitions, and that's on average, right, for all of the words in the English language. Now, there are a few that are going to be less, and there's a few that are going to have a lot more. Also understand or comprehend that the difference between Webster's Dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, and Black's Law Dictionary, and the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code, all those words mean different things according to these so-called foundational dictionary documents, right? So, what means what? And we are going to look a lot into contracting. And contracts are law. Check out, if you don't believe me, check out the Uniform Commercial Code. Check out Law of Contract, right? Look all that stuff up because laws are basically contract. If you do this, you will have a penalty of that, right? Okay? So, and contract is the written word, not verbal. You can have a verbal contract if both parties are completely comprehensive in what they understand. Okay? So, please write this down. 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? How can we write that down? The number 2 plus sign, the number 2 equal sign, 4, the number 4. That's one way, right? Because I said it, TO plus TOO equals FOR. So which one did I say when I said what I said? Do you think you understood what I said when I said it? I don't think so. Right? And please define this word. Look it up. DOVE. Now, is it an action? Is it a verb? Or is it a noun? But it's the same word. It's spelled exactly the same. So that's the I won't say it's the main point because I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff and I cannot teach the entire thing without authorization from Russell, for one. For two, this is public and this is a venue that has been smashing and crashing and destroying Russell to not get the information out there to people because it is effective. So, on that note, I'm going to chop it off there for the content, but send me some stuff in the comments below and comment on the stuff that you would like to hear about or learn, or just, if it's a whatever thing, put that down there too, because that's going to boost the channel up, because comments add to the flow thingy-mashitter for YouTube or whatever, okay? So, just to get this out there, I hope you guys are going to be watching, but be prepared, please, that I will have to possibly change to a different venue on YouTube from all the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, because the so-called fact checkers are going to be probably shutting me down once again, because as I mentioned, I've already had a warning and a strike. So I got a strike. So I only got 2 more before they kick me out and shut down the channel. So I'm going to keep going with this one. I'll probably come up with something else. I'll push that off to the right, or push you guys off to a different channel and see how many people decide to come back over. Okay? So this is me talking to you about truth. I am Nolen-John Zander, and this is going to be Chosen Sovereign.